Hi, my name is Swapnil and I'm from T-Box Apps. Today I'm really excited to inform you that Scene&Heard 2.0 is available to download. For benefit of those that aren't so close to Scene&Heard, let me tell you what it actually does. Scene&Heard is an app available on iPads, iPhones or iPod Touch. It is a visual scene display approach to AAC. In a sense, you can take a photo with an iPad or import an existing photo and make that photo interactive. To make it interactive, you can create hotspots and allocate actions to those hotspots. An action could be a recorded audio file, could be a recorded video file, it could be a widget symbol, or it could even be a scene link, so it takes you from one scene to another. Scene&Heard can be used for communication as well as learning, for educational purposes as well. It is largely used by those with autism or those with aphasia. The user will usually have quite a low level of language skill developed, or are very young and are developing their language skill. Okay, let me show you Scene&Heard 2.0. Scene&Heard is available on all three devices now that we are going to release 2.0. You import a photo. In this case, I've got a scene over here which has got teacher with 3 kids. As you can see, there are some scene actions sitting at the bottom, and then you also have some hotspots that are marked around the interesting parts of the photo that you may also benefit from. Okay, so in simple terms, the blue lining indicates a hotspot. As soon as I click on it, it will interact. In this particular scene, it's a simple interaction.
I'm building a house. I think Jake is building a house too. Michael needs help to build his house.
There we go. Those are the hotspots. Let me show you a couple of examples of the scene actions. Scene actions are usually used for those that want to talk a little bit about the scene in general as opposed to the specifics of the scene.
I used a hammer and some nails. Watch out for your fingers.
There you go. It's as simple as that. Now, there are about 12 factory-built scenes available in Scene&Heard when you go into the scene library simply by clicking on scenes. You have them all available in either the flipbook view or the easier to use grid view as well. Let me show you another scene. Here we've got a scene of a house. All the rooms in the house have been marked.
My bedroom. The study.
But watch this one.
The kitchen.
There you go. The scene now takes you to another scene of the kitchen.
Microwave. The fridge.
This is where the true strength of Scene&Heard comes to life. You can actually replace all of the illustrations for the house, the kitchen, and use photos that really belong to the environment that the user belongs to. That would help user relate to that particular scene and make their communication a lot more effective. For example, in this case of a fridge, you could have created another scene where the fridge door is open and individual items inside the fridge have been marked. In that case, I could have taken, let's assume, a picture of a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a glass of orange juice that is sitting in the fridge, and I could have simply created a hotspot on it to say I would like a drink of orange juice. It's as simple as that. Okay, let me show you the other aspect of creating a scene, because we get then told, oh, that's great, but am I limited to the scenes that come with Scene&Heard? Of course you're not. To create new scenes, simply click on Editor. It allows you to do 2 things. One is edit an existing scene or even create a new scene. To create a new scene, you click on Add Scene. It brings up a new window. There are only 3 things you need to do here. Firstly, you need to select a photo, then you allocate scene actions, then you allocate hotspots. In this case, I'm now going to create a scene which is really simple, of using a coffee and a drink of water. I click here. I can choose something from my photo library, or in this case I'm going to take a picture simply by turning my iPad camera around. When I'm ready, I click on use. It also allows me to crop the photo if I want. I'll say no on this instance. I now create a hotspot. I move my blue box around wherever I like. I make it a little bit bigger. And when I'm ready, I simply click Save and Close. And I call that, could I get a drink of coffee please? I'll give that a title. I'll click on Done. I'll add another hotspot. This time I'll take it to the water. May I have a drink of water please? I'll give that a title. I'll give the scene a title. And that's it. It's as simple as that to create a new scene. Now that I've got my new scene, it'll ask me, do I want to back up? In this instance, I will say no, but it's highly recommended to export a scene out just so you can store it on your PC or computer as well. There it is. I've got my scene. Could I get a drink of coffee, please? May I have a drink of water, please? Of course, it's a very simple interaction. I could have added a video to explain what drink I would like. I could have taken it to another scene which talked a little bit more coffee or even a drink of water, so on and so forth. So that is Seen and Heard in really simple terms. Let me talk you through what we've added to Seen and Heard in the 2.0 release. The two key additions are, one, it is now available on iPhone and iPod Touch as well. As you can see, it is a smaller device, so it really gives you the option of taking the smaller device out and about and creating photos or scenes when, say, you are on a holiday, you've gone on a weekend away, you can create those as you go. The second big improvement we've launched for Seen and Heard is Switch Access and Touch Anywhere Access. For benefit of those that aren't so close to Switch Access, you simply need a switch. Any switch would do as long as it has the 3.5mm jack. You plug it into one of these, which is called a switch interface. We sell it in the UK and Ireland. RJ Cooper's switch interface is available for those in US as well. You simply plug it in. Then you go into your settings for Bluetooth and you simply put your Bluetooth on. You have to pair it once, but once it's paired, from that time onwards, you won't really have to pair. The devices will find each other quite easily. Then you go into the settings. Quite important to note that there are more setting changes that you can do while you are in Seen and Heard settings. To access settings, you simply click on one of these. You choose Seen and Heard. Then you go on to access method and you then choose switch access. A couple other things you can do is choose whether you want auto scan or user scan. If you've got two switches, you can choose the scanning rate and you can choose when you would like it to stop scanning. There we have it. It is already started scanning. When I'm ready, I simply click on my switch. Takes me to the library, so on and so forth. So the scanning itself isn't anything fundamentally different to what you've seen, but what's different is that it's been done on an iPad. Another really cool feature of Seen and Heard that we've introduced in this version is the Touch Anywhere Access method. What that allows you to do is turn the iPad screen itself into a switch, allowing you to do that. You can click absolutely anywhere.
I think Jake is building a house too.
And choose something on screen. That is the simplicity of Seen and Heard. Okay, for those who are the existing users, you can get this upgrade for free. Simply go into the App Store and you can download the upgrade. The best way to do that is to probably delete your existing Seen and Heard and simply reinstall it for free by browsing your App Store on your iDevice itself. For benefit of those that have had some issues relating to malfunctioning of database, duplication of scenes, we have worked on that as well, so the app is a lot more stable than it was before, so we've cleared bugs as well in this particular release. The price remains exactly the same as it has always been. For US customers, it is $49.99 US. For UK customers, it is £35. For Australian users, it is 51.99 Australian dollars. All our improvements are again based on your feedback, and we really welcome any of your comments, any of your feedback, especially where you got some ideas on how we can make this better. Please do get in touch, and the easiest way to do that is to visit us on the website www.tboxapps.com, or you can even email us on support@tboxapps.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye.